Good morning, friends. Stay at home, stay safe. Obey your parents, obey government guidelines, and continue your study. Class 12, you are welcome. Here we will discuss chapter matrices, unit 2. First of all, we will discuss the matrix definition, a rectangular arrangement of mn elements in the form of an ordered set of m rows, and each row consisting of an ordered set of n elements is called an m by n matrix, and read it as m by n. Cross is read as by. The matrix chapter we have started. First of all, we'll go for the real life example. Suppose there are three persons, A, B, and C, who purchased three items: books, notebooks, pens. Suppose person A purchased one book, two notebook, zero pen, as it is written on the board. B purchased zero books, three notebooks, one pen. C person purchased four books, four notebooks, three pens. This is the raw data collected by a teacher from students. ABC are students. If I want to write these information as a form of matrix, then I have to write down this information as below. Whenever you write any matrix, then notation of the matrix is a capital letter. Here I am using capital A. Information of matrix A person information is 1, 2, and 0. It means one book, two notebook, and zero pen. Left to right. Here arrow is shown. 0, 3, 1. These are the information of the person B. And C person purchased four books, four notebooks, and three pens. When I'm talking about from left to right, you're getting the information of person A, B, and C all. First row, left to right, this arrow shows rows. Up to down, second arrow, blue arrow shows column. If this information is written in the form of here B matrix, information of person A in a first matrix left to right, but I am writing in the B matrix, it is up to down. It means information of A you can get from the column, first column. For one book, two notebook, and zero pen. B person purchased 0, 3, 1, and C person purchased 4, 4, and 3. Here are two representation of the same raw data. Here you have to observe, I talked about it, from left to right arrow shows you rows. It means 1, 2, and 3. 3 rows are here from left to right. Similarly, you can check from up to down. Information 104 is first column, 234 second column, 013 third column. It means 3 rows and 3 columns are here. So order of the matrix here can be written as 3 by 3. If number of rows and columns are changed, order of the matrix is changed. In the right of the page, notations are given to you. Matrix notations. First notation I have used here, big bracket. Second bracket is also here given to you. You can use second bracket also. Here each entry is known as elements of the matrix. Left to right, as already told you, rows. Up to down, column. And R represents row and C represents column. Row by column means order of the matrix. Here is the type: comparable matrices. As it is written on the board, two matrices are said to be comparable, underlined, if and only if Each one of them contains as many rows and columns as the other. It means if two matrices have same rows and columns, then the matrix can be comparable. Second matrix type is equal matrices. Two matrices, A is equal to small a with base ij in closed bracket. In a big bracket, we have closed it. It means this is a second representation to write matrix. Matrix A and matrix B. B is written as small bij. Are said to be equal matrices if A and B are equal. These two matrices A and B are equal if and only if. First condition is number of rows of A equal to number of rows of B. Number of columns of A is equal to number of columns of B. It means order of the matrix A will be equal to order of the matrix B. Second condition to be equal matrix is their corresponding elements are equal. Corresponding elements are equal. Here it is written Aij will be equal to Bij for all I and J. I represents row, J represents column. It can be cleared by the example. Here are two matrices. In first matrix, I am reading row wise. First row elements A, B, and second row elements C and D. In the second matrix, alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. These two matrices are said to be equal if and only if their corresponding elements are equal. Here, corresponding elements means A will be equal to alpha, B equal to beta, C equal to gamma, D equal to delta. As it is shown, corresponding element. These two words are very important when you are talking about the equal matrices. It means corresponding element must be clear to you. Notation is given right hand side. This Aij in big bracket is also a representation of matrix. And corresponding elements I have underlined. Please take care of it and understand it. What are the corresponding elements? I represents rows and J represents column. Here are two examples on the basis of above lecture. First example, here are matrix A. Here is matrix A, where number of rows you can count. Number of rows from left to right, there are elements. 3 rows are there. Up to down information, 4 columns are there. It means order of the matrix will be 3 by 4. R by column. It means 3 by 4. Number of elements, you can multiply 3 by 4, you will get 12. It means number of elements in matrix A are 12 elements. Number of matrices of element 12. Here is a question. How many matrices we can form by taking 12 elements? First, 1 by 12, both multiplication will be 12. 12 by 1, again you are getting 12. 2 by 6, 6 by 2, 3 by 4, 4 by 3. It means these 6 orders are the order of the matrix having element 12. It means total matrices of order 3 by 4, 4 by 3, 6 by 2, 2 by 6, 12 by 1, 1 by 12 are the matrices of element 12. Total 6 matrices are here having 12 elements. In second example, we are using the concept of equal matrices, which we have studied above. If two matrices are equal, their corresponding elements should be equal. Here is a concept when how to calculate the value of x and y when the two matrices are equal. When I put corresponding elements equal, then I'll get 3x plus 7 will be equal to 0, 5 equal to y minus 2, y plus 1 equal to 8, 2 minus 3x will be equal to 4. Now you can calculate these 4 equations. You will get the value of x from the first equation, that is minus 7 by 3. And from second equation, y is equal to 7. From third equation, again y is equal to 7. And from the fourth equation, x is equal to minus 2 by 3. Now here question is whether we can take two values of x. No. Here is the answer of this question. No, you can't take two values of x. When you are getting two values of x, two values of y, it means what? Matrices cannot be equal. Particular values are required. X, Y must have single values. If they are single valued, then you can say matrices are equal. Otherwise, in this example, particularly, I have chosen this for you. This is the example when the matrices cannot be equal. Here are assignment and quizzes also for you for the homework. Yes, this is the quiz for you. Here are 6 questions for quiz, and you can see these are all fill-ups. You can do these questions as a homework again, and another one, an assignment is also there for you. Yes, this assignment is also for the homework. 5 questions are here. Do this question in homework. And at last I have written, do exercise 3.1, only those questions which are related to set topic, discuss topic. This is the exercise 3.1 from NCERT. Start to do NCERT, exercise 3.1. Thank you. Thank you very much.